All right, gig workers, one of the things that we really want to make sure that we tackle is entity formation and how it helps you. So today we're going to cover two. We're going to cover the sole proprietorship, and then we're also going to talk about the LLC. All right, so for the sole proprietorship, please keep in mind you are subject to self-employment taxes, which ultimately means you're going to have an additional 15.3% that is going to be taxed on your profit. What is your profit? Great question. So you're going to take all of your revenue minus all of your business expenses, and then whatever that bottom line is, that is your profit. So that's an area that you want to make sure that you manage and that you try to reduce as much as possible, because that figure is going to be subject to self-employment tax. Now, this income is going to go on your Schedule C, which is an additional form that goes onto your 1040, so your individual tax return. And then if you have a state filing requirement as well, then that's also going to go on there. Now, let's talk about the LLC. I want to make something very, very clear. Forming an LLC alone does not give you a tax benefit. An LLC is designed to limit your liability, hence the letters LLC. All right, so whenever you form that LLC, don't form it thinking now you're going to get all these tax breaks, right? That is not the case. That's something that I hear a lot of times from gig workers when they reach out. They're like, hey, I'm forming this entity so I can get these breaks. So what's it going to allow me to do? Right? It's really just limiting your liability, which can be a good thing for you based on your entity activity. So, but whenever you file that entity, guess where that information goes? It still goes onto your Schedule C on your 1040, unless you have a partner. Now, if you have a partner, now you formed a partnership, and now you're required to file a Form 1065, which is a partnership federal income tax return. But again, there are things that you can put in place, whether you are a sole proprietor or you're an LLC, but don't go forming that LLC thinking you're going to have all of these various tax breaks. There are some other things that you can absolutely do, and we'll talk about those next. We'll see you next time. I hope that helps.